Perfect, everyone. Thank you so much for being on time for this webinar. Now, this time around, we're going to cover video scripts, meaning the things that you should be saying when you're recording yourself. And I found this really, really cool tool that makes it literally a million times easier for you guys and gals to actually make video for business real estate because it is so intimidating to stare into a camera and just wing it. So I'll show you an example. I filmed this in the lobby of a hotel, but it'll give you a good idea of how I use it. I'm in the lobby of a hotel, so you'll hear background noise, but I want to show you a cool hack that makes video a million times easier. Look at this app. It's scrolling my text as I read it. It records my face and shows my script at the same time. Because the text is scrolling by the camera, it looks like I'm making eye contact the entire time. The app is called PromptSmart Pro. It's both on iOS and Android. The app has melted away all my stress of making good video. Want to hear a major bonus? I can use the text for my video captions and blog when needed. It's basically doing all three at the same time. So when I first started playing with this app, I literally crushed out 8 videos and I did them all in one take. It was just like bang, 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 bang. So quick, so efficient. Because I pre-typed my script before I even start hitting record, I literally now have text that I could use for my blog and my captions and everything. It's just such a way more efficient way of creating video for most people. So here's another example. I'm in the hallway of the same lobby of that hotel. And now I'm using the app in portrait mode. And take a look. Does it look like I'm reading? Probably not, but maybe because I pointed it out, you might be able to tell. I'm using the app to film both horizontal and portrait videos on the go. Isn't that cool? Think of your landing page videos and your social media ads. We know video is changing the industry, and agents not using it will be left in the dust. But most of us fear the camera because they think they don't look good or they don't sound good. Now, I can't help with that, but I can tell you this. You look and sound the same whether you're looking into a camera or into the mirror. Maybe using a tool like this can help you break that barrier. Try using it to make Instagram stories or Facebook stories because they're short and they get deleted anyways, so it's okay if you stink. How do you plan on using it? What videos have been holding you back? I can think of a few. Buyer landing pages, seller landing pages, email drip campaigns, monthly market reports, coming soon videos, exclusive listings, just listed, just sold, open houses, community farm videos, where hiring, seminars and announcements, for sale by owner, investing, pre-construction, relocation, about you and about the team, frequently asked questions. The list goes on. It's endless. So that's pretty good. Shot and edited directly on my phone. I'll skip that. So if you want to see how the app works in real time, I literally pulled out a camera and recorded me using the app to give you a better idea of how we could use this app. Okay, so it's now set on 1080, and when I hit this play button again, it's going to start recording. So I can tell it's recording because it's got the red light on the bottom here. So I'm going to take a step back, clear my throat, and now the app is listening to me. I'm in the lobby of a hotel, so you'll hear background noise, but I wanted to show you a cool hack that makes video a million times easier. Look at this app. It's scrolling my text as I read it. It records my face and shows my script at the same time. Because the text is scrolling by the camera, it looks like I'm making eye contact the entire time. The app is called PromptSmart Pro. It's both on iOS and Android. This app has melted away all my stress of making good video. Want to hear a major bonus? I can use the text for my video captions and blog when needed. It's basically doing all three at the same time. How efficient is that? It's so cool. Like, I love this app. Video is honestly changing the real estate game. You could use these videos for your landing pages to convert more leads. You could use these videos for your stories to convey a better message, and your email drip follow-up plans. If you included a video based on each touch, I mean, man, there's so many ways you guys can use this. So I'm going to write out a list of ideas, cherry pick the ones that you think you can leverage. Now, my suggestion is to start making videos that you can repurpose and reuse over and over and over again. There's nothing more defeating than spending 2 hours of time to create a 2-minute video that only has a 48-hour shelf life and then nobody ever sees it again. It's like so deflating. However, if you consider repurposing those videos that you're making for your landing pages, for your follow-up plans, for just your marketing, like start with those videos because then you'll see a longevity behind them. However, on this screen, pull out your phone or take a screenshot if you're watching this video on your phone and consider making all these different videos. Now, I am going to pre-type a majority of scripts for you, not all of them. Like you're all different, so I can't really write out a script for everybody, but I'll try and do the generic ones for you guys and you can download them. These downloads, I'm going to write it up in a Word document, and it's going to be associated with anybody in the group coaching program. You'll all have access to take those. If you don't have access to the group coaching program, this is one way of getting it, patreon.com/Danny Wood. Another way is if your brokerage is providing it for you. So now I'm going to do a longer walkthrough of the app to show you, okay, I installed the app. These are the settings that I'm using. And then from beginning to end, you'll be able to watch this video and play along. Hey, it's Danny Wood here. Okay, I'm going to show you the app itself and the settings that we use so that hopefully it makes it easier for you. First of all, you're going to want to download the app. So I went to the App Store. It works in iPhone and Android. And I searched Prompt Smart Pro. This is what it looks like. They have a paid version and a light version. I mean, go ahead and get the light version just to test it out. I purchased the paid version because we use it so much and we love it. So I'm going to hit open. And this is what the app itself looks like. Down at the very bottom is a series of tabs, and your screen is going to be blank because you won't have any scripts. So the first one is the script tab. This is where you're going to put all the scripts that you're reading. This is the most this tab right here is the main one that you're going to be going to. Note cards, you don't have to worry about that because most of you don't do live presentations, and that's what that is for. Video is where your video recordings are saved. However, there's been an app update, and your videos now get saved onto your camera roll. Audio is if you're doing voiceovers, which you're not. The whole reason for this app is so that you can make video. And if you don't have any scripts, which I already know you probably don't, you're going to want to hit the plus button, hit new script. You'll title it, and then you'll type out your script. Now, we've already typed out a whole bunch of scripts for real estate agents so that you guys can just copy and paste, edit it, make it your own, and hit done on the top right. Now, I'm not going to save that because I don't have that. Now, let me do the Prompt Smart app intro. I did this at a hotel. So I typed all of this up, and I'm not an actor, and it would be pretty hard for me to read this, memorize it, and then say it into a camera in one take. I'm going to try that live with you guys right now. But before we go live, I want to show you the settings that we have. So when you're in your script itself, there's a little gear box at the bottom. I click on that, and then it shows you your script up here. So if you want to have a larger font size, you'll click on the number, and then you could make it, say, 7, for example. The challenge with the font being this big is that it makes you have to read left to right because it's a greater distance. My suggestion to you is to go with the smallest font possible. So for me, I use number 1. You can change the color of the font, so if you click on the A, you can make it whatever color you like. I happen to like the light blue on black, so I can change the background as well. So pick and choose what works best with your eyes. Now the first feature and option is the scroll text using the voice track. 100% that's what you have to be using because this is the whole reason of why you're using this app. It will listen to you while you're recording and then scroll the text. The mirroring functions, you don't need that, so turn those two things off. That's if you actually have a mirror set up. They cost a couple $100, and I'd say keep it simple, stupid, and just use the app until you know if you need that functionality, which most of you will not. Side margin position, I have it set on full screen. Adjust video preview, I have that one turned off, and the reason for that is because I have selfie mode turned on. And when I have selfie mode turned on, it puts the text next to or beneath the front camera. So here's my front camera. on the left side of my iPad. And when we go live, it's going to divide this screen into two. On the left side of the screen is going to be my text. On the right side of the screen is going to be my face and my camera. So we definitely want to have it on selfie mode. You also want to make sure that you have this one checked off. It says video recording, and this will actually record your camera while you're reading the script and then put it on your camera roll. I'm going to skip the other ones, and you can have toggle the guide feature on and off in presentation mode, which I guess you guys don't need that either. So the rest of them, turn them all off. You don't need them. I'm not even going to explain them. So let me go back. And now say I'm happy with this script and I want to actually try this out for the first time. I'm going to hit the play button. It's going to initiate, and here I am right here. Now if I look at the very bottom left of the screen and click, it'll say 1080p. When I click on that little button, it opens up and shows me all of my options. Choose the highest one that you can do. So if you can only do 720, do that. If you can do 1080, obviously do that. And if your device is capable of doing higher numbers, then go for the higher number. Right now, the highest I can do is the 1080. Okay, so it's now set on 1080. And when I hit this play button again, it's going to start recording. So I can tell it's recording because it's got the red light on the bottom here. So I'm going to take a step back, clear my throat, and now the app is listening to me. I'm in the lobby of a hotel, so you'll hear background noise, but I wanted to show you a cool hack that makes video a million times easier. Look at this app. It's scrolling my text as I read it. It records my face and shows my script at the same time. Because the text is scrolling by the camera, it looks like I'm making eye contact the entire time. The app is called PromptSmart Pro. It's both on iOS and Android. This app has melted away all my stress of making good video. Want to hear a major bonus? I can use the text for my video captions and blog when needed. It's basically doing all three at the same time. Okay, hit stop. I definitely want to save this video. And up at the top of the screen there's going to be a little warning in small font that I missed the first time. And that basically says leave your app open while we save your video. Because if you close the app before the video has been saved, it totally discards it and it's just gone and deleted forever. Now this video should be on my camera roll, but if for some reason it isn't on my camera roll, if I hit the back arrow, I can go to the video tab and it would be there. But if I go to the home page and then photos, it should just automatically be, here it is. It's recording because it's got the red light on the bottom here. So I'm going to take a step back, clear my throat, and now the app is listening to me. I'm in the lobby of a hotel, so you'll hear background noise, but I wanted to show you a cool hack that makes... Okay, that is a really bad screenshot. Let me just skip forward. Alright, duck face. Okay, so because I'm so close to the camera, because right now I'm just trying to film this little tutorial for you, normally I would take a farther step back. I'd be like 3 feet away, 4 feet away, that sort of thing. And when I'm that distance, you would not be able to tell that my eyes are reading text. Now, because I'm so close to the screen, I can literally like touch it with my hand. It can pick up, if you look close enough, that my eyes are reading something and I'm not looking directly into the camera. So I only did this so that I could film it for you to show you how easy it is from beginning to end. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to pre-type a whole bunch of scripts for you that you can just copy and paste and literally start failing your way forward. If video has been an issue, oh, let me do something here. Okay, so if video has been an issue with you, maybe using this app will be a function that totally breaks that barrier and gets you over the hump. I mean, you saw how I just did that video in one take. And maybe it takes you a couple times. Maybe it's not one take for you. Maybe it's like 2 or 3 or 4. It's way better than 20. And it's also way better than none, because most of you aren't taking the chance at all to make video. And the other thing that I really like about it is that it allows me to write up a big story with a beginning, middle, and end tune into what's in it for the audience, and it's way better than me winging it. Like right now, I'm winging this tutorial, and it probably would have been better if I wrote up a script. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and we're going to see you on the other side. Perfect. Okay, so let me switch gears, and I'm going to flip over to the Word document, and I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to email everybody who's part of the group coaching program. They're going to be able to download this Word document that I have. So I'll have links to the PropSmart website. I'll have a link to the iOS store and a link to the Android store. I give you a little summary of why I love the power of this tool, and then I give you a list of all the other types of videos that you should consider making. And then I actually edit out and type out example scripts. So I'll just read this one. So I'll say, hey, it's Danny Wood over at ABC Realty. If you're thinking of selling a home here in Durham region, fill in the form below. I'll follow up with a real report showing what your home is worth today. This is a free home seller consultation. I'm a real person, and this is a perfect way to help others in the information gathering stages. It's also free and of no obligation. At least let me answer your questions. You can even hide behind email if you'd rather not talk. Okay? Go ahead, fill in the form. Boom. There's my seller landing page script. And if I had copied this text, put it into PromptSmart, hit record, made that video, you'd have a good little video for your landing page, and that would help you convert more leads than if you don't have video at all. So I didn't type out every script. Like if I go up here, I didn't do pre-construction because everybody's going to have a different pre-construction. So what I did do is pick off the main ones that I thought you could consider, like the buyer landing page. If you did a coming soon video talking about that. Now this coming soon video, I would do that as a story where it's filmed in portrait mode. And it's just like a quick take, one and done, throw it up on Facebook and Instagram stories. It's going to get deleted within 24 hours, but it's just like another touch, reminding people of who you are and what you do. Just listed, open house script, just sold script. A monthly market report. This is a good idea because you could do this as a monthly system where every month, at the beginning of the month, you do a report on last month, and you can talk about how the prices have gone up or down. And I would compare last month to the same month a year ago. And that really shows a 12-month spread, and you actually have real numbers that you can work with. And then an about me. So I made a sample about me, and you can obviously you'll have to edit this to make it reflect you and who you are as a person. All right. If you're working with investors, if any of you are hiring agents, definitely of all the videos, I'm going to end off on this one is that you should have a drip. And this is the thank you email that people get when they register on your website. You should make a video and include that as your follow-up touch because it builds rapport with who you are and what you do. And it's just really logical. So it's not complicated. Just literally fail your way forward. Try and make a couple of videos. And oh, I had a couple tips up here. Okay, so in my scripts, I say don't focus on the grammar. I type how I speak it. And then I also say I use the three dots as a cue for me to pause or to emphasize something. And when I use the brackets, that's so I can make subpoints during the same sentence. So let me show you an example. So here I say, hey, it's Danny Wood over at ABC Realty. If you're thinking of selling a home, and then in brackets, I have, so I would say it like this. If you're thinking of selling a home here in Durham region, and then in the video, I'm like pointing. Okay, so there's that. And then the dot, dot, dot. So I'd say, go ahead, fill in the form. That just gives me like that 1 or 2 second pause, makes people feel way more comfortable when they're listening to you on video. Because if you read the whole script in one breath, it's like people feel anxious and overwhelmed and like, what's wrong with this guy? Subconsciously, that's what they're thinking. And so I use those dots a lot. So here I use the dots. So I'm like, no more getting old listings from last week, dot, dot, dot. No more falling for homes that have already sold. This is free. And you can easily stop anytime. So that like dot, 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 that's just a memory trigger for me to know that I should take a breath or draw that sentence out a little more. And then the brackets, again, that's just for me to emphasize a sub point without going into more detail and saying a whole nother sentence. It's just like a quick one-off. Hopefully, I know it'll help. You just have to go ahead and do it. So go out there, get Prompt Smart, put it on your phone. All the videos that you watched me doing, I actually did it on my iPad so that I could show you a bigger screen. However, when you use your phone, what I like about the phone better than the iPad is because the phone has a smaller screen, the text going from left to right is smaller and therefore there's less eye movement. So I personally like filming it all directly on the phone. And also most of your modern day phones now, when you use the Prompt Smart app, like I can do 4K. Um, okay. So I just checked my phone, and when I do it from my phone, I can do it in 720, 1080p, and 2160. You can't do 4K just yet with the forward-facing camera, but 2160 gives you the highest quality. So I wouldn't be able to shoot that resolution from my iPad, and that's another reason why I like shooting from my phone versus my iPad is the quality is better and the size of the text is a lot smaller, meaning my eyes have to read left and right in a shorter distance, which makes it look more natural that I'm actually looking into the camera. So there you go. That's my Prompt Smart session. This is how I'm making all the videos that I'm doing now. And I hope to see the video that you guys make. So if you do make video, private message me or tag me or do whatever you want. Send it to me just so I can take a look and give you some other feedback and ideas. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!